Good morning, everyone. Well, this is Juanita from Street Action Victoria, and as you can tell, there's not a lot of street action going on. I'm at home recovering from hernia surgery, so I couldn't go out today. Today's a Friday, and I'd be with my sister-in-arms, Louise, but she's not with me today. She's doing her own thing, and so I just thought I'd put a video up. And because I've been out of action all week, just recovering, etc., and then I heard that Sal Grover is not coming to the Sydney Restore Women's Rights rally, and because she's had credible death threats that the police have notified her about, and I'm just absolutely appalled that we women want our sex-based rights back. We want the right to have female-only spaces, which is why Sal, who is the most famous Australian for wanting sex-based rights because of everything she's gone through trying to create an app for females. Now, trans people are allowed to have their own app, but women aren't allowed to have their own app because in Australia, by law, a man is a man if he says he is. So therefore, we have no women's rights or rights for girls. And so she gets credible death threats and she's having to stay away. She's had death threats and threats of violence and signs around the world for her, but the police don't do anything about it. If we, women who believe in women's rights, put up signs and did these things towards men who claim to be women, we would get thrown in jail, we would get the book thrown at us, and yet when it's done to us, nothing gets done. And I know this from personal experience. Louise and I were outside John Pursuto's office one day with signs supporting Moira Deeming, and a woman drove directly into Louise and was pretending that she was actually, she drove into her and we thought she was going to hit her. It was a crystal 100% clear, no ifs or buts, I'm going to run you off the road. And then she pulled away literally at the last second. And the police have investigated, and yet in their investigation they haven't interviewed me. I was the witness. They haven't interviewed Louise. They've just read our statements, that's it, but they're not interviewing us. So they haven't done what they needed to the full extent, basically, which we knew this was going to happen. And my point of this is when the roles are reversed, anyone that tries to hurt us regarding standing up for our rights, we get ignored. But if we came after the other side, oh my God, all hell would break loose, and even laws have been passed so that we can't speak about our lost rights. That's where we are today. And, Sal has had to pull out because there's men in this country that hate her so much, and some women, because there are women that follow along with this madness that men can magically become women because they say they are. And, a woman who has, spent $750,000 having to fundraise to try and fight her legal case, lost both times, wants to speak publicly and is having to step down. And that is absolutely appalling. And, it's just not right.